Stafford Fine Arts Gallery recently displayed the fall favorites from the Southwest students. Division Chair of Visual Arts, Ms. Catherine Fields, shares more.
Tonight is the opening reception for the Southwest Student Juried Exhibition for Fall 2019. The campuses that are represented in Southwest College are Stafford and West Loop. So the show actually showcases the studio courses that are taught at both locations at Southwest College. The areas that are in the show tonight are photography, digital arts, ceramics, sculpture, Design 2, Design 1, which is 2D design, drawing, painting, and watercolor. The work in there tonight is exemplary, and it also reflects the hard work of our faculty and staff that support our students and our student learning outcomes in all of our courses. So it's a wonderful feat to be here tonight to see all the hard work come into fruition.
Mine is titled Serene Lake. It's the drawing of a landscape. At first I started out wanting to make it as perfect as possible, but I picked like a rather complex picture to draw from. So as I was working on it, I just realized that nothing was ever going to be perfect or precise. So I just decided to do my best with what I could and kind of made it a little original.
I specialize in digital art, so when I took sculpture, it was completely out of my element. And when we were doing a figure sculpture, I wanted to do someone who was pretty relevant, and I chose John Wick because the character has a lot of angst and trouble, and I kind of want to portray that. So I depicted him with a kind of angry looking face, a scornful face, and a hint of story on his shoulder. It represents kind of the chip on his shoulder over the death of the dog that his wife gave him.
So the sunflower was a piece that my teacher gave me as a challenge for me because I'm a Sculpture 2 student, and it was something I have never done before. I have prior knowledge of stitching and fabric work because I make my kids' outfits when they were younger, and so my sewing machine decided to break in the middle of my sculpture, so everything is hand stitched and hand felted for that piece. The reason why it's so big is I kind of wanted to remind people of the beauty of small objects. So something like a sunflower, which is not necessarily so big, is ginormous now. And then the reason why it's a sunflower is my grandfather used to love sunflowers and he passed on. So.
Typically speaking, a four-year degree-seeking student in studio art doesn't get to exhibit their work until their junior or senior year. But here at HCC, we provide an opportunity in their freshman and sophomore year to participate in a professional practice of presenting their work in a way that is presentable in a gallery or museum. And also, too, we bring the element of a juried exhibition, which is actually part of the practice of a working artist. And so their work gets selected and it gets categorized and honored. And so we're giving them an opportunity to really play the role as artists in the real world.
For HCC Beat, I'm Raquel Sims.